Fans out there, based on advice from my doctor, I will not be playing in the game tonight for the Big 3. I will be there to coach my team and beat Dr. J's team. I will be interacting with all my fans, and we'll have a great time. You will see some great basketball.
So that, of course, was Allen Iverson declining to play in Philly for the Big 3 on Sunday, much to the dismay of many fans in the building, including one who apparently traveled all the way from Hong Kong and spent $1,800. Prove it. Just to see him. LZ. Yeah, I'm like.
Julian Edelman says.
By the way, you can just make a poster and say you did whatever. I don't know that you did.
You're dumb.
Good production value on the poster, though.
Right? If you spend $1,800, you can spend another $20 with a good poster. Dude, does that guy, like anybody at that point, deserve a refund?
I mean, when you realize that Allen Iverson hasn't really been playing anyway.
I mean,
Burn.
The fact that you flew over to see him do what he hasn't been doing, I don't understand why he's upset. I don't understand why anyone is upset. Yeah. Dude hasn't been playing.
I mean, he's been out there, but it's
Those are his 2 points he has.
Yeah, that's his average, right?
Yeah.
2 points a game.
That was it.
2 points a
That's
game. He has 3 games. He scored 2 points in 3 games.
Like, even if he went out on the court, you still weren't going to see Allen Iverson, because let's face it, we all thought when this idea was going to start that they were still going to have some level of athleticism. I have now begun to migrate.
Y'all thought that.
I've now begun to migrate to Marcellus' side. I've seen enough clips. Y'all ain't been working hard.
Man.
Are you kidding me? I watch Steven Jackson work out every day on Instagram.
That's a different thing.
I know.
We all see that. We see too much of that. We all see that.
I thought that, what I was really hoping for was like some screening roles, the 2-man game.
Told you.
They're playing individual ball for the most part, and they're just jacking up 4-pointers.
Yes, that's what I love.
Look, I was talking from experience and the wisdom of being a 40-plus-year-old former athlete. Guess what you do know? What you can't do, and that's why you're not doing it anymore. And I hate to be this guy. Love Ice Cube, love all the individuals. Hell no, y'all weren't going to play some good basketball. There's no chance that it's going to happen, and what we're seeing is just the beginning of the
Can it not be entertaining?
2 things. Number 1, the Big 3 will succeed. This is the very first season.
Okay,
it will evolve over time.
Into what?
We'll get some bigger names, some recently retired people.
Recently retired will be
that's good.
Some Paul Pierce. We'll get a little bit of that going on. This is the very first season. I believe in the Big 3. The question I have about this is, who's Allen Iverson's doctor? You know what I mean? I had a conversation with my doctor. Wait a second.
I'm not questioning a man.
Wait a second. I've seen those doctors when I drive down the street.
Right, green jacket.
Red cross.
What was the diagnosis?
What color is the cross outside, Allen Iverson?
It's best that I don't participate.
No Dr. Green cross.
You
got a card? General soreness, old as hell. Like, what does the doctor say now?
Got cataracts. Can't sleep, whichever one it is.
I agree with you. There is definitely a possibility that this eventually is going to turn out okay. Right now, it's not, but there's a comparable sort of image when you look at the tennis side. And they have all the stars from the tennis. When it first started, it was like going, I'm not sure. But now you're looking like going, Agassi's out there, Andy Roddick's out there, and they're balling a little bit. It's fun.
If T.O., that's a story, T.O. potentially being in it, you know why I like that? That's a wild card. That's a guy who didn't play pro, but now is against the pros. That could be interesting. We'll talk about that later, though. Look at me.
Great tease.
So is that pro
foreshadowing?
You've been gone for a while, Beans. He's been hosting.
I would rather see T.O.